Hello students, welcome back to today's session from Sri Basva Public School, Ilkal. Children, as you all know that we have been discussing the chapter 3, that is trees, and we have also learnt about the kinds of trees, that is evergreen and deciduous trees. So today in this session we shall learn the remaining concepts given in this chapter. Are you ready, children? Good. So let's learn the remaining concepts given in this chapter. Useful products provided by the trees are, yes, of course, paper, rubber, medicine, cooking oil, wood for furniture, fruits and vegetables, and even coin. So these are the things that we obtain from the trees. So here you can compare your given homework and check the column B and cross check your answers. Now let's see the importance of trees. You all know that during the process of photosynthesis, plants take in which gas? Yes, carbon dioxide gas and give out oxygen gas. This helps to keep the air pure. So in this way, plants provide us oxygen gas to breathe. The roots of the plants hold the soil firmly. The roots hold the soil firmly, tightly. Thus, plants prevent the erosion of soil. It prevents the erosion of the soil. During heavy rains, the roots of the trees stop the soils being washed away. It stops the soil being washed away along with the water, along with the rain water. The fallen leaves of the trees decay and form humus. This humus is very fertile and helps in the growth of the trees. It is very useful in the growth of the trees. Trees are like high-rise houses and giant supermarkets for animals. For almost all animals, it provides shelter to the variety of animals. It provides shelter to the almost all animals. Even insects burrow in the wood. They too burrow, they too stay in the wood. Animals and birds feeds on the trees, fruits, seeds and even leaves. So that these animals and birds are heavily dependent upon trees for their food and even shelter. Birds make nests in the branches. They build their houses, they build their nests in the branches of the trees. So this is all about the importance of trees. Alright children, now let's see one of the important concepts from this chapter, and that is deforestation. What do you mean by deforestation? So let's see the meaning of deforestation. Long ago, all land was covered by the forest. Before some years, the land was covered by the large number of forests. But people needed space to plant crops, pasture for animals, and to build homes. So due to all these reasons, trees were cut down. Hence, now in some places, there are hardly any tree at all. So we have all cut down trees. Hence, due to these all reasons, we are getting very few trees in this world. So we can define here the meaning of deforestation as systematic cutting down of a large number of trees at one place is called as deforestation. So it is a cutting down of large number of trees at one place is known as deforestation. Clear, children? What is the reason to cut? Mainly, people cut down trees and clear the forest for agriculture land. For the agriculture land, we cut down trees. Yes, building houses. Then, building dams for hydroelectricity, for the production of electricity. Then, mining minerals. We need to cut down the trees. Then, wood for furniture. To make furniture, we need wood, so that we are cutting the large number of trees. As we are cutting down large number of trees, so we are causing deforestation. We are creating deforestation. So this deforestation is affecting to our environment. How? Let's see. The bad effects of deforestation, how it affecting to our environment. As the trees are cut down, the soil is exposed to the direct sunlight. As there are no trees, then the land is exposed to the sunlight. Then the sun's heat dries up the soil, so it absorbs the moisture present in the soil. As it becomes very dusty, the soil will become very dusty, the land will become very dusty. Hence, the strong wind blows away the top layer of the soil, so that the top soil will be blows along with the wind. So this is one of the major effect of deforestation. Heavy rains wash away the soil, as there are no roots to hold the soil together, as there are no roots to hold the soil firmly. Especially in the hilly region where trees are cut down, heavy rain causes landslides and causing major loss of lives and even property too. And this will not contain the more oxygen. So children, to stop deforestation, the Forest Department of Government of India is trying to save the forest. It tries to save the forest, so that it announced one rule that it is very important that the 1/3 of the land should be covered with the forest. It ordered that the land should be covered with the forest. How much? 1/3 of the land. To do this, the government has started a program called as afforestation. It started the program named as afforestation. Afforestation is opposite of deforestation. Means planting of trees. So deforestation means cutting of trees. Here afforestation means planting of trees. And there is one day in a year which is celebrated as Vanama Utsava Day. What do you mean by Vanama Utsava? Vanama means forest, Utsava means festival. So in year, one day in school they celebrate as Vanama Utsava Day. On this day, the group of people and adults and children plant sampling. They will plant the samplings near to the school or home, and these samplings are given free of cost to everyone. So children, this is all about the deforestation and afforestation. Now let's see about the Chipko movement. The recent Chipko movement started when the villagers in the Uttarakhand region hugged the trees and prevented the men from cutting them. Chipko means hug or cling, so that it named as a Chipko movement. This Chipko movement was started by the Garde Devi with the help of other women and also some little girls. One day, a little girl in a village called Gorehal noticed a few men with saws and axes quietly entering the forest. She immediately went towards Garde Devi and informed to Garde Devi. Garde Devi collected a group of women and some little girls, and they all went into the forest and asked the men not to cut down the trees. The men threatened them with guns. They threatened them with the guns, but these girls and women just clung to the trees. The men had to leave finally. At last, the men had to leave. Sundarlal Bahugana is another leader of modern day Chipko movement. He too the leader of modern day Chipko movement. The original Chipko movement started in a small village of Rajasthan in some 300 years ago. There was a village named Khijadi. What it is? Khijadi. The people of this village known as Bishnois. What? Bishnois. These people loved their trees. They loved their trees. And once the ruler of Mewar, the king of Mewar, sent a group of people to cut down the trees, as the king needed wood to burn lime to be used in the construction of new palace. You need wood to construction of new palace. But the people of Khijadi refused to allow the king's men to cut the trees. They do not allow to cut the trees, as they hug the trees. In trying trying to save the trees, more than 300 people lost their lives. How much? More than 300 people lost their lives. When the ruler of Mewar, the king of Mewar, came to know about this incident, he felt very guilty and he immediately passed an order that no one should cut trees in a village Khijadi. In this way, these people saved the trees. Hence, children, trees are very important for each and everyone in this world. So, it's our duty to save and to preserve them for the future generation.